Episode opens up with SpongeBob's, Patrick's, and Squidward's houses. Squidward opens his door, sees that a flower does not stand up straight, and then fixes it. The scene pans to show that everything on his lawn is clean, except for a seashell on the left side of it. The camera shows Squidward angry. He walks over to the seashell, looks around, fixes it onto SpongeBob's lawn while whistling casually. The scene changes to show SpongeBob's house. The window opens, and SpongeBob's face is shown. He exits through his window and sits on its rim. He notices the seashell on his lawn. He gets an idea and starts sliding to the back of his house to his garage to get a reef blower. The giant backpack-like container with a blower hose which looks like a jet engine, a power switch, and a pull starter. The scene changes to show Squidward resting on his hammock. Squidward hears the reef blower's motor throbbing. He sees SpongeBob exiting out of his garage with the reef blower. Squidward grumbles and puts in his earplugs so that he can continue to rest. SpongeBob gets to the seashell and tries to blow it away from his lawn by using the reef blower. He does this twice. He then blows extra hard, and a huge amount of sand is thrown in the air. The scene changes to show Squidward eating some vegetables when the huge amount of sand falls from the sky and buries him. SpongeBob runs towards Squidward and blows the sand away. Squidward looks at a leaf on his plate with grains of sand on it. SpongeBob cleans the leaf in front of Squidward's head, tearing apart half of the leaf and causing grains of sand to get into Squidward's eye. The scene changes to show a large pile of sand on SpongeBob's lawn. SpongeBob points his finger to it and mouths a word, and the caption says "you." He walks to the pile of sand, sets the reef blower to reverse, and uses it to suck up the sand from his lawn. The scene changes to show SpongeBob's lawn clean, but then reef blower starts breaking apart, throwing out sand and parts of the machinery. SpongeBob takes off the reef blower. He unzips the pack. He goes over to pick up the thrown out contents. The reef blower coughs while he is absent. He returns with large hands carrying the thrown out contents. He zips it back up and pulls the pull starter in an attempt to try to start it. The motor starts and then dies. The camera shows him becoming angry or just determined. The scene changes and he pulls the handle very far. The reef blower starts sucking up all the water in the sea, causing Squidward, who is sitting on his front doorstep, to gasp due to the inability to breathe there. His eyes also change into X's. The scene changes to show the reef blower massive, and then it explodes, causing water to cover the screen. When the water stops, the screen shows big piles of sand everywhere, but SpongeBob's lawn is relatively clean. SpongeBob exits one of the piles, wipes his hands together, and happily enters his house. Episode ends with Squidward at his doorstep, with a pile of sand covering him except for his head. The seashell falls on Squidward's nose. Squidward narrows his eyelids.